Yo, what is up guys? I'm Asian, and in this video will be my top 5 must-have accessories for bowling. So these are just my personal opinion of what the top 5 accessories I think you should have in your bag at all times, and you don't have to have all of these, but at least a few, especially the two number 1 and number 2 I highly recommend for you guys. So let's get started with number 5. So number 5 on my list for the accessories is a ball cup. These are, I kind of broke it. So these are really good. These are like essential. This is a plastic one. They also sell rubber ones, which I'll grab right now. So I always carry around these because they are plastic. So if I was to put Abralon on my bowling ball, this has like not a lot of friction, so that the ball could spin. I hope that makes sense. So, and then they have these rubber ones. I got these from Jim, the one that drills most of my bowling balls. So, I'll leave a link to all the things that I mentioned on this list in the description. So there's this rubber one and this plastic one. I recommend the plastic one. This is the one I always carry around. So number 4 on my list is a brush. So this is for your shoes, like if you're sticking, slipping. I use it when I'm slipping, or you have something on your shoe. And these are really great to have. These are really cheap as well. And again, I'll leave a link to everything. These are really great. I highly recommend these, especially if someone else doesn't have them. And number 3 on my list, I use this all the time. It's really helpful. And you don't have to get this kind, but it is a rosin bag. Well, in this case, it is a puff ball. I've had this for, I think I've had it for a year. I think I've had this for less than a year, but I just never used it because I had one already, and this was just kind of a backup one. So it could be a puff ball, it could be easy slide, I think it's called, and then regular rosin bag that's in a bag. But I use the puff ball. And number 2 on my list, I use all the time, and my friends Riley and Ronell, they didn't used to use them, they didn't want them or anything like that, but just recently they got some, so that's really good. And it is Abralon pads. These are really good to have, especially if you do a lot of tournaments with sport patterns, so especially long patterns. So there's all kinds of different grits. So I recommend 1,500, 1,000 to 2,000, because the lower the number is, the more dullness you'll have. So I have a 360. I don't know why I have this. A 2,000 and a 150. 1,000 and 1,500 is really what I usually want. But the other ones are good as well, especially if it's oily and wet. You could just sand it up. But you can't use them once tournament play starts. So if you want to use these, you gotta use them in practice. But once the beginning of the game start, you can't use them. And the last one on my list is the one I highly recommend everybody should have, every single bowler. It is tape. And it could be any kind of tape. I have this bio skin. This is silver. So you'll just cut this to size, put it on your fingers, your thumb. And I use this when my fingers rip. This is when I usually use it. And tape for your ball. This is really helpful. Tape is your friend. So you're gonna want to have tape. This is about 30, I think. Well, that's how much was in the pack that I got. That's really good. I usually have a white piece in the front and then 2 black ones. So that's thumb hole tape. And you also want to get some black ones as well. For me, I get 1 inch white, and then I forget, I think this is 3/4 of an inch for black, and these are both Brunswick, I think. Yeah, these are both Brunswick, and I recommend really these. And I also use this occasionally, not really, because this is storm tape. It's for your thumb, and I don't use it very much because it's not very sticky. It doesn't stick to your thumb very well. This will last me about a few games, but this tape, this is the tape I use all the time. This is the one I recommend to everybody. It is Vice tape. So I have I'm gonna use the same joke again. Hada patch. So I have Hada patch 2 red, and then I have the blue. So blue has more grip, and red is a little bit more slippery. So my thumb was, I always use the blue, but if my thumb swells or hurts, I'll use red. So I recommend both of these to everybody. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, and please, please, please subscribe. We are so close to 1,000. And leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.